what's up? In this video, I'm going to tell you how my aquarium sent me to the emergency room, why I've been gone for so long, and what you can expect coming from my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed, please make sure you subscribe down below. Alright, now I'm going to explain to you guys what happened and how my aquariums sent me to the emergency room and why I was in the hospital and everything that led up to it. To start, I actually had a concussion. This was probably around in fall time, and I didn't know I had a concussion at the time. And then when I found out, I went to the hospital for that as well. But leading up to it, I couldn't do much because of my concussion. I couldn't play on the computer, I couldn't watch videos, I couldn't go on my phone because it would just make me dizzy. And so my only options really were to hang out with my fish tanks and try not to do too much strenuous activities. I was just cleaning some old aquarium gravel. I had left some gravel outside my house for quite some time because I had quit the hobby and then I came back, and so that gravel was sitting there for probably about 2 years, untouched, not clean. And I wanted to use it for one of the planted tanks in the new fish room. So I decided to put it into a bucket and start adding water and just mixing it like I normally clean aquarium gravel. I didn't see any problem with this, and there I was just cleaning gravel, you know, mixing it all up, sticking my arm into it, because I had done this for all my aquariums and all my gravel. Especially when I get new gravel, I just mix it around with my hand. However, few hours after doing that, I did feel dizzy because of my concussion and I stopped. I was starting to get itchy on my arms and I didn't know why. And this is a time when like COVID and the pandemic was still very much going on, a lot more, you know, not that it's not serious now, but this was like, you know, greater fears a few months ago, and I just didn't know what was happening, and so I just thought it was like a bug bite. Couple of hours more later, and that night, it started spreading to my shoulders and just started spreading to the rest of my body, and it was like basically a bunch of red itchy dots, like not hives, but I guess like think of like a bunch of mosquito bites but smaller, just all over your body. And then my fever and my temperature started to spike, so it was like at 102 fever, and then the dots just kept spreading and spreading and spreading all over my body. That led me to go to the hospital in the emergency room because my temperature was so high, and especially with the pandemic. So then I started panicking and I was in the hospital. I didn't know what was going on. I was just itchy, hot, really uncomfortable. So they get me to the emergency room and they get me to the room. They asked me if I'm allergic to anything, everything that I ate. I said, yeah, I wasn't eating anything unusual for me at that time. So normally I eat all those types of foods or whatever foods I was eating, so I wasn't concerned about that, and that's what their initial reaction was. It was an allergic reaction. I tried telling them about my aquarium. I tried saying that my aquarium, I had my hand in it, and that the gravel I was cleaning was quite sharp and was old and had a lot of bacteria in it, and that it probably caused my body to overreact. That's what I thought, because there was nothing else, and the things they were telling me didn't make sense or like could be fully explained with the symptoms I was showing, other than it started at my arms. So that's what I thought. It was the aquarium gravel making like micro cuts on my arms with all this bacteria, and my body just overreacted to fight off any type of infection. So then they still treated me with the like world's most painful shots, it felt like, and I almost passed out from that. Then they sent me home. I get home and I start feeling better. My symptoms start going away. I still have a concussion, so the concussion gets worse. This was fall. It took 2 months for me to recover fully from my concussion, where I wasn't feeling dizzy from looking at a screen or doing anything on my phone and whatnot. And in that time, then I got sick again in winter and was traveling for school quite a bit. So then I just kept doing fish stuff, which then led to me being here and then finally recording this video, because just a lot of things happened, a lot of health things. I graduated from school, so I was really busy with school. But yeah, that's where I've been. I was dealing with a lot of health issues at the end of fall, and I just want you guys to be very careful cleaning your fish equipment. I didn't think that was like a thing or could happen. Like I thought maybe, you know, yeah, there's a lot of bacteria, but I didn't think my body would react in such a way. So just be really, really careful cleaning any fish gravel that you have or old fish stuff that you know there's a lot of bacteria, even current filters. Just be careful to like maybe wear gloves to wash your arms and hands, which I did, but I really believe that the gravel I was cleaning was really sharp, so it made micro cuts. So just be careful, guys. You never know. And I'm sorry, I had all planned for videos. I have a lot more tanks and a lot more fish, and I do have plans to expand and get more fish, so I'll keep you guys updated. I did get some really cool rare fish, so stay tuned for that. But I just want to share this with you guys because I think it's important, and as hobbyists we should definitely be aware of the bacteria, because there is a lot of bacteria and things that can grow in our tanks, and we're exposing ourselves to them. Just because you interact with it every day doesn't mean that you're still not at risk to get sick. And when I talked to my primary care physician, she's like, a lot of things can cause red dots and itchiness and rashes or whatever, like allergic reactions like that. And she believes it was probably the aquarium gravel because none of the tests came back positive. Definitely don't think it was like a food allergy. I definitely think it was the aquarium gravel. I can't say definitively, and I'm not gonna go stick my hand back in that aquarium bucket. I threw that gravel out. But yeah, guys, just be really careful doing that and stay tuned.